Hi, this is Shannah. Welcome to my channel. Today's reading is a message from your inner child. And in order to get us in tune with our own inner child, I thought it'd be good to have a short meditation for us to get grounded, to get centered. And so when you choose one of these three piles, you really feel the connection to one of them. Okay, so it's more like heart-based and not so head or mind-based. You ready? So first of all, close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. Relax your brow. And keep breathing as deep and as focused as it is comfortable for you. Is there any part of your body that feels uncomfortable? If it is, you either change position or you breathe into that part of your body and relax. Unclench your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. Feel the presence within you and feel your awareness widen and progress and feel at peace. Try and connect with your inner child. Allow a smile to form on your lips. I will tone again, and when you feel ready, open your eyes and choose one of the piles. And again. And again. And I will see you in a couple of moments. So if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading. So what is the message from your inner child? So we'll put the card over here so you know this is your reading. Okay. So let's start with the oracle cards. You have the priestess. So then we have the medicine wheel. Sorry for the focus, a bit crazy today. And then we have heaven on earth. So let me do something about the glare. Changing the light settings. There you go. And there. Sorry for the focus. I hope it gets better. Okay. So, pile number 1, the message from your inner child. The first message I get here, I get many, but one of the first is there is progression here with the medicine wheel. You're healing. be it from a physical ailment or from a spiritual or emotional one. There's progression here. And you're getting better. Things are moving forward. And here with the priestess, the first thing that I see with the movement forward, of course, we have healing, but here the priestess is reminding me of the hermit, for instance. And it can be that you have isolated yourself for some time, that you've spent more time alone, on your own. Sorry for the... There you go. I think it's better now. And this was really good for you to find your inner light, to be at peace with yourself. There's like the feeling that I have here about number one, you have been going through a lot of growth and emotional, also spiritual growth, and you needed this time in order to heal, in order to gather yourself, to regroup, and again, to find your inner light. What your inner child is saying is that you're actually a very spiritual person. You're very connected to the divine in whichever form that is, or you identify with, but you're very connected to the divine. And this is something that no one can sever. No matter what you do, no matter how religious or not religious, no matter if you practice any spiritual routine or not, you always have this connection. But your spiritual child, okay. Yes, so your inner child is very spiritual, like you as well, and it's telling you that actually you should practice more. You should, meditate more. Some of you are probably into praying, then pray more. If you already do this, your inner child is just telling you to continue, but I have the feeling that many of you have also stopped doing it for some reason. Not that you're angry at God or the universe, but for some reason you just stopped it. Right? And now your inner child would like you to reconnect with the divine in a more conscious way, that there is some ritual or there is some routine, like meditating, praying, contemplating, whatever you prefer. But your inner child is saying it's essential for you to have this connection. Not only you heal quicker. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. So what your inner child is saying is like, you need this practice, this more spiritual practice, because you are a healer yourself. And you're this kind of healer that you absorb all the energy from the other people. And actually, you're the kind of healer that you just need to be present. You just need to be there. And you heal, you absorb the energies, you change the energies. And sometimes, for instance, you feel ill or you feel exhausted because you're transmuting too much energy without connecting yourself with source, without regenerating yourself. Oh, okay, interesting. And probably it's the reason why you may have fallen ill, or why you probably are more often than not ill, or extremely tired or exhausted. And your inner child will like to tell it, like reconnecting with source. It's easier than for you to connect with your inner child as well, but will help you recharge your batteries, your spiritual batteries. Because otherwise you're just using too much of your own energy, and sometimes you may even have the feeling that you're running on empty, that you're just giving, just doing, toiling away, working away, and you come home and you're just exhausted and you cannot do anything else. And which is a shame, because you're someone that you probably have, sorry because for the focus, I'm so sorry, it's acting crazy here. And you may be someone that has different interests. You may be someone that loves to do many things, but you've probably been feeling that you don't have the energy to do so. And in order to get that energy, you really have to meditate. You really have to connect with the divine, connect also with Mother Earth. So be connected with both, because you seem to be a bridge between both worlds as well, between the earth plane and the divine. Yeah, and you're here to bring heaven on earth. Yes, because I was telling you, you're a healer. Even if you don't think of yourself as a healer, even if you don't even think of yourself as a good person, like a saint or someone that in those directions. Yeah, so you still are. I'm not saying that you're a saint, but I'm saying you're a good person. You're a healer. Your nature is a healer. And sometimes you may notice that you're very attracted to dark places, or very attracted to this more dark energy. And it's not because you're dark, it's because you can't transmute it. It's like you can heal it, you can turn it into light. Yeah. But if you don't connect yourself to source, this will take too much of your energy, okay? And you'll just be exhausted, and that would be a shame. And the other thing is, your inner child is saying your life is going to get better. Like I was saying, there's something here changing. There's something here about your energy, about your life that is changing. And that's what your inner child wants you to know. It's like, if you look within, the world around you will change. If you're at peace with yourself, here the priestess is also about connecting energies, connecting different poles, different directions. So it's about integrating, also healing karma. Again, your own, I'm saying karma, but actually what I wanted to say is trauma, but it could be also that pile number 1, your trauma is karma based, meaning it comes already from other lives. So you may have this karmic trauma, so to say, mirrored on your early experiences here in this lifetime, but they're just mirroring something that was already in your soul. I hope this makes sense to you. But you're healing this, you're transmuting this, and your life is going to become better. Your life is going to become easier. It's like what I see here is like you're healing so much of the past. You're healing so much from your family as well. You're healing so much from the world around you. So you're a born healer, and since you're like more looking more inwardly, you're, by transmuting all the pain, by transmuting all the traumatic experiences, you're changing yourself. And by doing this, you're also changing the world around you. And you're creating heaven on earth, not just for you privately, but also for the people around you, and also for the world at large. So it's like you're helping with your energy, making this world a better place, just by existing, just by, consciously or unconsciously taking all this pain or darkness that you may see or feel in this world, and you just transmute it into something beautiful. So that this also tells me that some of you may also be artists, because you can turn pain, or you can turn unpleasant experiences into something beautiful. This is also a way of transmuting these energies. And okay. So that's also getting that for some of you, if you're artists, or you would like to be artists or performers, but you have some trauma with this, or you're afraid of showing yourself or your work, this is also changing. This is also transforming. Again, your life is going to become heaven on earth, and your life becoming heaven on earth is like you also unfolding heaven on earth at the same time. I hope this makes sense to you. But it's actually something beautiful is happening with you, and you're helping the world. You're elevating the energy of the world, but you have to connect with source in order to have the energy to pull this through, your inner healing and the healing of the earth. And remember, you're not alone doing this. Oh, okay, this is what people mean with earth angels. So yes, So I'm getting that word in my mind. So it's like, it's not just you, there are other earth angels. You probably will never meet them. Maybe you know some. So, but that's not the important thing here. The important thing is that you connect with Source. This is really the main message. And it's like your inner child is helping you with this. It's like you're healing your inner child as well. Many of you are on this journey, and your inner child is healing you back. It's really beautiful. You're working together because you're the same person, of course, at the end of the day. Now, when it comes to the tarot cards, I also have the tarot cards here. And there you go. You have the Hermit. So this makes sense, right? So you have the Hermit. So going within to find the light. Then we have here the Hanged Man. So these two cards, it's really telling us that you've been taking some time out, that you have been isolating yourself. And this tells me, especially here with the Hanged Man, that this has been going on for quite some time, and maybe it's time to end this. Maybe it's time to change it, because we have the Medicine Wheel. For me here, this is reminding me of the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like this will change, right? It's like your energy is changing. You've gone within, you've been finding your light. It doesn't mean that this work is finished, because this work will be never finished. You know, there's so much light to discover within yourself, and there's so much wisdom to discover within yourself. But the isolating, I find that this energy is changing, right? That you're starting to go out again. You're starting to see more people, to go out with friends, to communicate more. And people, I think like people will start responding to this. And maybe in some cases, for some of you, people are already responding to this. It's a very beautiful energy here. Yes, there you go. We have here the Queen of Wands, because this is who you are. Regardless if you're a man or a woman or a they, this is your energy, the energy of the Queen of Wands. And what is the energy of the Queen of Wands? Is fun, is creative, it's intelligent, is witty, and you know, she's the party hopper, the social butterfly, and having fun, having wonderful conversations, laughing, dancing, music. There's a lot of music here. So that's why I'm also getting that sense that you know, you may be artists as well, like people that express themselves or like to perform, make other people laugh. So this is your energy, and this is the energy that's entering now. And it's like by going within, you've rediscovered yourself, and now you're able to reinvent yourself as well. And so, and we have then here, sorry, the cards wanted to fall off. So there you go. And here we have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is learning, is working hard towards a goal. And this may be something that you want to do. Be it a specific goals or even different goals. It's like now it's a time to work towards a specific goal. For some of you, this is career, or you're working really hard to start your business or to continue your business or to make it more successful. For some of you, will also be training, having to learn. But this is quite positive, because this will empower you. This will make you very successful. And it could be that there's a woman in your life that will guide you, will help you, and will be kind of a mentor for you. You know, could be also a man, because you know, this is more energy. It could be like a mother figure. Some men can also be mother figures. So it's like, it doesn't matter, but that's like a person that will, you know, someone who's really fun and full of energy, and this person will guide you. This person will help you out, especially at work or in a work endeavor, a project or a study or a training. So take it as it makes sense for your reality. I cannot speak. And what we have more. Yeah, so here, because then I asked for a card for these two together, and the one that I got was the Five of Pentacles. So yes, so you were looking within, you were transmuting the energy of the Five of Pentacles. The energy of the Five of Pentacles, as you probably know, it's about, not having enough, being worried. But it's also about the feeling of not being enough, like devaluing yourself or feeling you don't have enough value. And this is what is changing. This is what is healing. Your self-worth, your self-respect. This is quite important. And this is what your inner child would like to tell you, because you are a light. So you, pile number one, you are a shining light. And you shine like 1,000 suns, even if it looks very small here. But you are so powerful, so immensely powerful. But, you were taught somehow, like to think very little of yourself. And this is what you've been transmuting. And you're also someone who can bring people to feel better about themselves. You can lift people up, sorry, it's my mic. You can lift people up, you can make them feel better, and it's time to lift yourself up. It's time to make yourself feel better, and this is your time. And this is a very important message. So, and then we have here the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience, it's a card of waiting. It's a card of, being gentle with yourself and waiting for the harvest, waiting for the fruits to ripen. And it's like waiting for your plants to bear fruit. So with these two cards here, so it's saying success is kind of guaranteed. Is guaranteed actually here with the Queen of Wands. So success is guaranteed, but it takes dedication, it takes effort, and it takes patience in order to get there. So allow yourself this time. It's like be kind with yourself, be gentle with yourself. Everything is developing as it should. You just have to keep at it, keep working on what you believe. And here with the Eight of Pentacles, I do have to tell you, pile number one, like I was telling you at first, you need to be more disciplined. This is also what your inner child would like to tell you. It's like you need more discipline. You need to have a more strict routine in order to achieve your goals. This is really important. But in kindness, in love, yeah. And then we have the last card here from the tarot, and we have the Three of Cups. So this is the confirmation. You will be more social, more sociable. You'll be, taking part in more activities, surrounded by friends, celebrating. Some of you have probably a big celebration coming up in the near future. But for all of you, it's really like you're going out more, you're socializing more, you're having more fun with friends and like-minded friends that really want your best and will celebrate every victory and be at your side by, any obstacle that you may find. They will help you with it. But it's a very fun time coming in. And your inner child would like you to have more fun as well, and to, to laugh more, to dance more, to go out and meet people. And because I think your inner child is really, really fun, and being spiritual, actually, what probably some people don't know is that the most spiritual people, they're the funniest ones. It's like enlightened people are very, very funny. They have a great sense of humor. And you need to live that more. It could be that you've been isolating yourself for too long, and probably you miss that. Probably you miss that just having fun, just probably being a bit silly, but having fun. It's really important. Let me get you one last card. So I hope I don't destroy the set here with the cards. Okay, let's see, one of them. So one more message for pile number 1 from their inner child. One last message. So oops, sorry for that. Wow, look. I hope you can see it. The focus. But it says, keepers of the earth. Doesn't want to focus. Let's force it just a little bit. Does it work? No. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient, I'll have to read it here. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Yeah. So you're a keeper of the earth. Like I was saying, you're an earth angel, and you're being supported by your guides. You're being supported by your ancestors. And again, like I was telling you, you are not alone. Even if you've been feeling alone because you've been probably going through a dark night of the soul, or, transmuting all this energy, you are not alone. You are very loved and very, very supported. And yeah, you are bringing heaven to earth. You're making heaven on earth possible. So thank you, pile number 1. That's beautiful. And this was your message. I hope it makes sense. I hope it helps you. I hope it inspires you. And I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. So if you chose pile number 2, this is your reading. I've been having some problem with the focus, so I hope this will go well for this reading. So, pile number 2, what is the message of your inner child? Let's put your card here so you know this is your reading. There you go. Now, let's start with the oracle cards. Well, you have the wounded healer. There you go. And then we have the staff. And we have miracles. Pile number 2, your inner child is quite direct, which is nice. And your inner child is actually quite powerful. And it's almost like your inner child is a bit upset. It's a bit offended, And why would I say that? I'm not saying that your inner child is offended with you. No. Your inner child is offended with what you were led to believe about yourself. And probably this happened in your childhood. And your inner child has been wounded. This is the wounded healer situation. And you were led to believe that you are not good enough. You were led to believe that you don't have what it takes. But this is not true. Maybe it was someone who needed to belittle other people, someone who is very insecure. It's like, it doesn't even have to be your parents. Could be like an authority figure, could be a teacher, could be kindergarten person, whatever it was, or an uncle, an aunt, it doesn't matter. It was like someone who had a saying in your upbringing in some way. But the thing is, what your inner child wants to tell you is that you can heal this. Your inner child says, it's in your hands. Here with the staff, it's now up to you. It's your decision to heal this, right? And it's like a decision that you can make. Either you want to stay the wounded healer, and there's no judgment. It is as it is, you see. You can stay the wounded healer, but what your inner child wants to tell you is like, you're so much more. Actually, you're someone who's incredibly strong, and you are a born leader. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Yes, you are a born leader. And that's the vibe I get from this child over here. And with the staff, it's like you hold the power. You know, you have the saying, and you can decide what to do with your life. And you can even lead other people. And you can lead other people if you're not afraid to speak up. And this could be where the wound lies. You know, like being afraid of speaking up, being afraid of speaking your truth, being afraid of putting yourself out there. And putting yourself out there, you know, of course, is always risky. You know, because there can be humiliation, there could be some setbacks, there can be even persecution for some. But yeah, and some of you've already experienced that. And that's why you're wounded. You know you have the power, you know you have the talent, you know you have the skills, and you have what it takes. But there's like a blockage there. But what I feel here is that this blockage can be easily removed. Easily, so to say. Of course, it's easier said than done. But it's not something that will take too long. Some of you have been working on this already for years, but your inner child is saying it doesn't take that long anymore. You know, it's like, I can really like feel like removing the blockage. Sorry for that. Removing, I have a new stative. I have a new tripod. I don't know. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to working with it. And that's why I bump into it the whole time. But coming back to the subject at hand. So it's like removing that stone. You can. It's in your hands. And the thing is, you'll be able to, here with miracles, that miracle will happen. You will heal. You will take on that staff. You will take control over your life. You're going to take it back. You know, you're going to be empowered. It's like a rebirth. And also the other message here is the moment you take back your power, the moment you take back your life, right? Miracles will happen. Let me get more light. There you go. Miracles will start to happen. And that's the big message here for you. You know, the moment you take that block away, your life will flow in the most beautiful way. Because actually you're a manifester. Actually, you're a very strong, you're like a king or a queen kind of energy. And you were led to believe to be a peasant. Nothing against peasants, yeah, but just like from the social status, okay? And you are a lot more than you also allow yourself to be. And it's time to change that. This is what your inner child wants to tell you. It's time to take the reins of your life, you know, and allow miracles to happen. It's a beautiful message. Yeah. Let's see what tarot cards have to tell us. We have the Princess of Pentacles. This is the Page of Pentacles. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Let me just get some light here. Just a second. Ah, better. Now we can see it. Now, there are opportunities coming up in your life, right? And these are new opportunities. And it's time, like to grab these opportunities. And you have new ideas, there are projects coming up. And here, like with the page or the Princess of Pentacles, it's time to also get a grip of your self-worth. And it's like, again, this is also like the staff. It's time for you to take the staff, and here with the princess, again, you're royalty, but you're still a bit insecure, of your own power. You can see the potential, you can feel the potential within you, but you're still a bit insecure, you're still a bit shy about it. But it is yours to take, this power. And it comes in form also of inspiration, of ideas, of plans, possibilities, projects, strategies. And it's like the cards are telling you to take this seriously, because it's all like, it's your inner map in order to achieve greatness. In order, not even achieve greatness, it's more like to express, to find and express your greatness within. Wow. Okay. Then we have the Chariot. And we have Strength. So with Chariot, things are moving forward. Things are now moving forward. You're getting unstuck. Like I was telling you, that image of taking that stone away from your path, right? But I'm also getting the message there are many ways of dealing with the stone. You don't have to get the stone and take it away. You can go around the stone. You can go over the stone. You can even sculpture a stairway on the stone, or a tunnel through it. So you can be very creative about your own inner healing, of course, and many of you are also very creative. And here with Strength, it's like us really finding that strength within and kind of making peace with the inner demons. You see here with the angel or the woman and the lion, is like making your weaknesses your strength, instead of allowing your sadness or or traumas to bring you down. It's like by acknowledging them, by calling them by name, by understanding them, you can embrace them. It's like embracing your shadow side. And by doing this, you're integrating it and you're becoming stronger. And this is really a sign also of unifying polarities. And polarities is also a theme of the staff, bringing polarity, bringing also different parts of your own being together. And it could be that you sometimes may feel also a bit split, be it with your own identity, with your talents, with the way you see the world, like you have like very different parts of yourself. But here is saying you can unite them, you can bring them together. It's like your mission is uniting these different parts of yourself. And also this will also enable you, by understanding these different sides of you, you can also understand different sides of other people. And for some of you, you'll even do this as a career, for instance, being a counselor, being someone who brings different parties together, or even as a counselor in the sense of psychiatry or psychology, helping people also facing their inner demons and integrating them. Wow. But you can make miracles happen as well, like with this integration and helping people. But again, as I said, the moment you integrate your shadow side, the moment you find peace with your own story, with your own history, miracles will start to happen. It's quite beautiful. Oh, and there we go, the sun. So there's clarity. This sun looks a bit melancholic, but the sun has also the right of being melancholic. Okay, so the thing is, here there's a lot of fire here, but it's also bringing clarity again, like I was telling you, clarity about your self-worth, clarity about what you really are, or who you really are, what your strength really is, what your power really is. And it's time for you to shine. You've been hiding. You've been hiding your own light. You've been hiding your own power, and it's time for you to shine. And that's why the sun, that's why your inner child is bringing the sun to you. And it's also saying you're not as inexperienced as you think, because here with the page and this child as well, it's like there's a bit of inexperience here, but you're not. You're really, really powerful. You're very wise, and you're very clever and intelligent as well. So use that. Feel free, be brave. That's it. Be brave to use that. And then we have here the Tower for these 2 cards. Yes, there is a big change in your life, and I think you want to bring this change into your life as well. It's like everything that doesn't suit you, you want to get rid of it. It has to come crumbling down because it doesn't serve you. The foundation is faulty. For instance, like this false belief that you're not worthy or that you're not good enough. It has to come crumbling down. And this is what you're working on. For some of you, it can be also that you've undergone a difficult situation right now, where things that seem to be, safe and normal in your life, suddenly they just came crumbling down. There you go. Something happened, something that was sure, suddenly, stopped being sure. It could be a loss of a job, could be a loss of a home, could be a relationship that ended, or even the passing of a loved one, something that really shook you to your core. Or you're undergoing a difficult situation of some kind, but it's like you're changing skin. As difficult as this situation may be and scary, it's actually the cards here with the Chariot and the Strength in telling you to go through it, because that's the only way you can. Remember that with the stone and the tunnel that's here. So go through it in order to find your strength. And that's what you're doing as well. And then the last card here is the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is about resting. It's about taking a break and kind of regrouping and healing and recharging. And this is what you need. Your inner child is telling you, you need to take a break. You need to be really gentle with yourself. There's a big transformation here afoot at the moment, and this is taking place. And this can be sometimes too much, right? But miracles are happening. Things will get better, like even sooner than you think. So what the cards are saying is to rest, to rejuvenate. The sun is here with you, bringing you joy and optimism. So whatever you may have gone through, or whatever, happened that you weren't expecting, it will get better. It will get better actually quite soon. You just need to rest, rejuvenate, and find your strength to carry on, because things will start looking up. So your child is telling you, your life is going to turn around because you're turning your life around. Things are changing, and you can make the best of any situation. And there are some situations, like here with this tower, that, when things don't go our way or seem to be crumbling down or are really crumbling down, we tend to feel lost. But here, the message that I get is like, this is a blessing in disguise for you, that actually it's just removing everything that wasn't a reflection of who you really are. Removing people or situations that were bringing you down or taking advantage of you. And so you now can reinvent yourself and come back to your own strength. but rest, okay? It's quite important that you take good care of yourself. And so one last message for pile number 2 from their inner child. So one last message, pile number 2 for their inner child. We have here, trust your path. There you go, confirmation. Let me read from here. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Oh, that's such a beautiful message. And the thing is, you are supported. You are never alone on your path. And the sun is with you. Yeah. And it's like, for you, pile number 2, I really have the feeling it's time for you to follow your own path. And your path is glorious. It's really wonderful. It's time for you to go and make miracles happen. So pile number 2, this was your message. I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you. And I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. So if you chose pile number 3, this is your reading. So your inner child, pile number 3. So let's put your card here so that you know this is your reading. There you go. So what is the message from your inner child, pile number 3? Let's get it. The saboteur. I hope I said it well. So correctly. Then we have the sweat lodge. And then we have blessings. Nice. So pile number 3, what is the message from your inner child? Okay. So with the first card, the saboteur, I think it's pretty obvious, and I will start there. Sorry, sometimes I just bump against this tripod. It's new. I'm not used to it, and I just bump into it. Sorry. But what I was saying is that with the saboteur, of course, we could think, yes, people are against you or put obstacles on your path. This could also be the case, like the world is against you somehow. And sometimes, yes, that could be the case. But what I get here, and some of you are already guessing what I'm going to say, is this saboteur is yourself. And not that you do it consciously. Some of you probably more than others, maybe. But what I'm getting here is really like, you're not allowing yourself to be happy. You're not allowing yourself to be successful. Or you're not allowing yourself to earn money, like good money, being rich, having a house, having a car, or a dog, or whatever you wish, or traveling. It's like you are keeping yourself in a scarcity mindset. And the problem is, it's not even just a mindset, it's in a scarcity reality. Like you're always with financial limitations. Doesn't mean that you're starving, doesn't mean that you're homeless, not that. But it could be that you've already gone through similar experiences. But it's just like, it always seems that you are always just making ends meet, instead of living with ease and being relaxed. There's always something there that is keeping you from having what we would call a successful life, or a successful lifestyle. For some of you, it doesn't even have to do with money itself, or not only. It's also keeping you from following your path. And you see here, the child is on the path and these two huge cats, wolves, things, are on the path, and they look really scary. They're enormous. And it's like, this could also be like not following your path. It's like not daring to follow your dream career, not daring to start that business, not daring to, to send a message to the person you love, or to tell them you love them, or to ask them out, or to show interest, or whatever it is the case. It can be all of this together as well. But it's something keeps you from doing what you really want, And is this child, I know this is supposed to be painting on the face, but it seems like a superhero mask, right? But it's a mask. It's like hiding. Again, I'm saying again because pile number 2 also had a bit of this energy of hiding. And here as well, you're hiding. Sorry that I'm laughing, but what I'm getting here is hiding behind normality. You probably have a steady job or an acceptable job, or you kind of have like what we would call a normal life, steady, probably not too exciting. But your inner child is telling you, you are a superhero. You have an exciting personality. You crave excitement. You want to do something special. You want to do something wonderful. And you already know what it is, because you already know as a child what you want to do. And I'm not talking about this cliche astronaut and fireman. No, you know exactly, because used to be like your games and like how you would play, like with the dolls or cars or whatever you were playing with, but it will always be around that theme, pretending to be this and that, and you know exactly, but something on the way made you afraid of trying it. Maybe, afraid of humiliation, afraid of not being accepted, or this afraid of not being good enough, not being deemed good enough by your peers, be it family members, be it colleagues, whatever it is. But what your inner child is telling you, that this is not real. Most of it is just in your head. Something you've learned from the past as you were a child. But your inner child is saying you have the power to overcome this. With the sweat lodge, sweat lodge is really like getting rid of the energy that you don't need. It's like sweating it out, healing, and kind of, it's this feeling of like changing skin, like with the snakes. You don't need this energy anymore. You can start anew, and there are many blessings awaiting you, and you're already very, very blessed. And it's like the universe, your inner child is saying, the universe is very patient with you. Not patient because you're like a difficult person or soul. No, they're very loving with you. It's like they're waiting for you to realize that this is not true. They cannot force your hand. They cannot make you go a certain path. It has to be you. And it's also the message here from your inner child is the best way to face your fears is by facing your fears. It's like going the path. And you understand the closer you get to those huge cats, you'll probably then realize they're just kittens. They cannot really hurt you. Okay, this is just a possibility, but this is time to overcome your fears. This is time to let go of old fears, to let go of old blockages, to let go of patterns that are not serving you in any way. And you being given so much love. I think you're a very lucky person, pile number 3. I think like you are very, very protected. And you may have noticed that more than once in your life, like that you've always been saved from difficult situations. And even, you know, things that seem to go wrong suddenly just turned, you know, around. And it's always like you were very lucky. You're like your lucky star. That's what I'm getting here also with the stars. You're very lucky, you're very protected, and you have very powerful guardian angels, I have to tell you. And like I said, they're very loving, and they're waiting for you to understand how wonderful and unique your path is, your personality is, your soul is. And what you have to give to the world is so wonderful. It would be a shame if you wouldn't do it, but there's no judgment here. It's your path, and it's your development, and it's your own pace, right? But you have a lot to give, and you can be an inspiration for many, many people. And it's just like facing your own demons in order to, again, like I'm saying again, because pile number 2 was similar, more or less, not totally, but just a little bit. But it's assimilating your shadow side and also your fears, and so they become your strength. So this is a bit similar to pile number 2, but here is like it's what you have to give to the world is so amazing. You have a very unique path, and that's why it's scary, because unique paths, they don't have a map. You know, you have to charter your way yourself, with the help of the divine, with the help of your guardian angels, of course. They will help you out, but you have to, you know, blaze the trail. You have to, you know, discover your own path. While like in more orthodox paths, they've already been laid out. Okay, I get married at this age, I have 3 children, then I have a dog, and I have this, and then blah, and I'll retire at the age so. So it's all a bit mapped out. When you have your own very unique path, you know, you're like a trailblazer, then you don't have a map. You create the map as you go along, and this can be scary. But here, your inner child is telling you, and you just saw the number 1122. So maybe you'd like to check it out as angelic number 1122. Your inner child is telling you that you can do this. You have it within you. And don't be afraid of the obstacles, be they real or just in your head. And if they're just in your head, they still feel real, but don't be afraid of them. Let go, you know, sweat it out, so to say, because you are blessed, you are very protected, and you can do it. You have it within you. You have it in you. Let's see what the tarot cards would like to tell us. So we have the 7 of Cups. We have the 9 of Wands. So with the 7 of Cups, so we have different possibilities. But together here with the 9 of Wands, there's some fear. There's you're being very cautious. Again, we have the theme of fear here, right? So you're very cautious, and for some of you, I would even say like overly cautious, because you don't really trust these possibilities, and you're really afraid that you're just fooling yourself, and that this is just an illusion. All these opportunities, all these possibilities within you, it's just an illusion. It's wishful thinking. And you prefer to be guarded, you prefer to be cautious in order not to hurt yourself, in order not, you know, render yourself ridiculous for other people. So you like to be like, careful. That's the word. You want to be very careful, and For some of you, like that's the energy of the Nine of Wands. It's also being tired of fighting, like, oh God. And you've been wounded before, you've been hurt before. And so you were a bit suspicious of all these possibilities and, you can achieve this, you can make your dreams come true, it's up to you. You're very suspicious of this, okay? And you're right of being suspicious because you've really been hurt before in life. And so you kind of negate yourself all the possibilities that the universe, has in store for you. You prefer to negate yourself all these potential futures just to be on the safe side that you don't get hurt again. And this is understandable, but this is what you can change. Yeah. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Change. And the Seven of Wands, because we have 7 wands, and usually these wands is like these 6 other wands. They're depicted as people attacking the 7th wand. But these attackers don't have to be people per se, like in the 3D world. They can be in your mind, like I was saying, these inner demons. But here with the 7 of Wands, which is really great, it's like fighting back, fighting back and not just allowing these negative voices, these negative influences to take hold of yourself and control your life. And here's the change. You're fighting back. You will be that, you'll be the change in your own life. You're ready to do this. You're ready to be proactive. And then we have the 6 of Wands. So a lot of Wands energy, so a lot of fire here. And with the 6 of Wands is the card of success. So the cards are telling you, it's good to be discerning. It's good to be cautious. But at a certain moment, you have to take a stand for your life. I don't know if you can hear me. I hope you can. I just noticed my mic went off. Can happen, but I hope you can hear me from this one. Okay. So, like I was saying, you can be suspicious and be careful, like about all the possibilities that present themselves. I'm sorry for that. But at a certain point, you have to make a stand. And by making a stand and fighting for who you are and fighting for what you really want, you will reach success. You will reach these blessings. So you have everything to have a positive outcome. Then we have here the 2 of Pentacles, making things work. And here, like we have different possibilities. And here we have the 2 coins. The 2 coins is also like juggling, right? Having many things on your plate and making them work. And this is probably what makes you tired as well. But it's a risk you have to take. It's something that you can do. Like your inner child was saying, you can do this. You have it within you. Sorry about the focus. It's going crazy again. And then we have, because you're supposed to be wealthy and rich. It's like the moment you start believing in yourself, the moment you take the power back, so to say, you can achieve great things in your life. You can achieve stability. This is also emotional stability, and this is also financial stability. So you can achieve all of this. It's like you creating your own empire. You can achieve this. Amazing. Then we have the 6 of Swords. So yeah, you see this? From 2 coins to 10 coins, and you're moving slowly towards it. You are moving from self-doubt, from putting yourself down, from sabotaging, your possibilities, to being a very successful person, someone who believes in yourself, and someone who can achieve anything. So your inner child is telling you this, is like, it's an inner decision, and the moment you decide, you can make it work. You have to stand up for yourself. You have to make the decision that you take the power back. You take control of your life. Wow. So let me get you another message. Let's see if this works with the microphone. Let me see. So I hope this works. I hope you can hear me because the message is too beautiful. So for pile number 3, one last message. For pile number 3. Sorry for the shaking. Still getting used to this. Sorry. So one last message. Okay, there you go. Answer the call. There you go, confirmation. What does it say? What is your soul calling you to do? Yeah. I don't even have to explain much. Pile number 3. The card says it all. It's time to answer your call. It's time, because you can achieve wonderful things. So pile number 3, this was your reading. I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you. Sorry. And I hope with the microphone it worked as well somehow. I just hope so. I have to check it now. And I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you.